Okay. So is my voice audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes,
कल
ma'am.
हम लोगों ने वो स्टार्ट किए थे 00 और 67 को लेके ब्रेसेंसम्स एल्गोरिदम. सो कोई एक जो किए हो प्लीज अब पॉइंट्स बता दो. कोई एक. Anyone has done it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then थोड़ा पॉइंट्स बताओ. देखते हैं मैच हुआ कि नहीं.
0 0
हम्म
1 1
हम्म
2 2
हम्म
3 3
हम्म
3 4
हम्म
4 5
हम्म
5 6
हम्म
6 7.
Fine, perfect. 1 minute. Okay, so I hope people who have tried doing the problem, they have understood. So the right answers she just told, these are the right answers. So people who have done it, they have understood, and who have not yet tried it, please try it and get the results, because these sums come in the exam paper. These sums definitely come from this module. Okay, fine. So one famous question, which not famous, one very common question which comes in your exam is the difference between Bresson sums and DDA line drawing algorithm. Okay, so you have read two algorithms just as a novice user. Suppose you have read the two algorithms, you have seen the working procedure of the algorithms, the calculations of two algorithms. Can anyone point out any difference, any basic difference which you see between the two algorithms? Given any integer points to you to calculate, the coordinates are integer whole number coordinates which are provided to you, but these integer coordinates you provided to the DDA also and to the Bressenham. Any difference you see? The values of x, y, decision parameters, any difference you see? Anyone? Just see the algorithm, just see the values you got using this algorithm. Any difference? No difference.
Ma'am, rounding operation.
Ha, right, rounding operation. That means the calculation part, the decimal part, the floating point arithmetic part, floating point operations are done more in DDA. Whereas in Bresson-Sams line drawing algorithm, fixed point, integer arithmetic is more into focus. So first difference is what? This floating point arithmetic and integer arithmetic concept. Second difference is what? You tell me. Whenever adding to decimal number is easier or adding to integer number is time consuming, which one is time consuming?
Adding to decimal number.
Right. So which one will be a faster algorithm then?
Bressenham.
Bressenham.
Bresson
Fine.
algorithm.
Fine. So using the just the logic which you told, using that logic only point number 2 comes. Then point number 3, suppose. Why? Which one did you see was more accurate? Why do you think? Which one do you think more accurate results are coming?
Gresham's algorithm.
Why? Right. Point number 3 is also done. Third point of difference. Fourth point of difference. Which one will you see more expensive? Expensive comes in what factors? Comes in concept of time, right? Time taking when there is more, resource allocation is more, resource I cannot use it in some other working environments. So my resources are getting blocked. So what do you think? This enormous DDA, we follow this floating point rounding off calculation, then rounding off, then again decimal calculation, all these things. Then which one will be more expensive in terms of the
DDA.
Ma'am,
resources?
DDA.
DDA. So fifth difference also, it is known to you, right? One difference you can also say that DDA follows the rounding off of the coordinates to the nearest integer which is possible, whereas Bresson does not round off. So these are the 4 to 5 types of differences. If it comes to you, even if you do not study the differences, you do not go blank. The algorithms you have studied and you have noticed something, from there only you can decipher. Like one is the fixed point integer arithmetic, floating point arithmetic. Another is faster. DDA is more, it will be slower. Bresson will be faster. Then DDA will be less efficient. Bresson will be more accurate, more efficient. Then in terms of expensive, DDA will be more expensive. Bresson will be less expensive. So like this, these are the basic differences between the two algorithms. Okay. Now we will move on to the next part, that is the circle drawing algorithm. Circle generating algorithm. Okay. So under circle generating algorithm, we will have two algorithms which we will learn. One is the midpoint circle algorithm. Another is the Bresson-Sam circle drawing algorithm. Now, first, before starting to learn the circle drawing algorithms, we need to recapitulate a few basics about the concept of a circle equation. Can anyone say what is the circle equation? Suppose when you have your center of the circle at a point, suppose H and K, then can anyone just say what is the equation of the circle?
X square upon H square plus Y square upon K square is equals to 1.
रेडियस के साथ हम पूछ रहे थे. एनीवेज तुम जो बोले हो सही बोले हो, राइट. Fine. So this is the operation of the circle. Fine. So if I consider that my center of the circle is at 0, 0, then it will be x square plus y square is equal to r square. So this is the equation of a circle, the basic equation of a circle. Fine. Now, there are two methods of representing any circle. One is the polynomial method of representation. In that method, we use this equation, x square plus y square equal to r square, polynomial method. And another way of representing circle is the trigonometric method. Fine. Trigonometric method is what? We use x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, considering theta is our current angle. We have learned this concept. We will be explaining it. We will be learning it. So these are the two methods of representing the circle. Fine. Now, one concept of circle is there. Suppose this is my circle. Okay. 1 minute. One minute, just a minute. Okay. Suppose this is my circle. Now, I can divide this circle into how many equal parts? Basic. So, circle is definitely a symmetrical figure. We all know that. And any circle follows the 8-way symmetry method. 8-way symmetry, that is, shape of the circle will be similar in each quadrant. So this shape, this shape, this shape, this shape, all the shapes are equal. This is what we'll call symmetry. So this is the 8-way symmetry which is held in a circle. So taking advantage of this concept, what does a circle generating algorithm does? Any circle generating algorithm, it takes the advantage of this circle symmetry concept in order to plot the points by calculating what? At one point, the calculation will be done for one pair, suppose for one set of coordinates, and suppose for one quadrant. Suppose for this quadrant, the calculation will be done, and all the rest of the quadrants, it will automatically do by itself following the 8-bit symmetry. How is it done? So if I name this as y-axis and this as the x-axis, okay? So this is your xy quadrant. This is your yx quadrant. This is your minus yx quadrant. This is your minus xy quadrant. Minus x minus y, then minus y minus x, then y minus x, then x minus y. These are all known to you. These are not new definitions. In class 11, 12 only, you people have studied about the concept of quadrant, how from one quadrant of a circle, I can find another quadrant of a circle. You people all know this, just brushing I am doing. So if I have the coordinates for this quadrant with me, I can find out this quadrant by just doing the y and x toggle. Then if I have this quadrant, I can find out this quadrant value minus y and x. So just using this concept, only one xy value, or for one section, for this section, suppose I find out the points. So how will it be given to me? Suppose a point will be given to me, and for one section, I will just find out the points, so that by drawing the line, I can see what is the distance of one coordinate. And likewise, following the mirror concept, I will just join the symmetrical points. And as a result, I will get my entire cycle. So we have to do what? We have to take 1/8 part pixel position of my circle, and the remaining is drawn using the 8-way symmetry concept of the circle. At least this portion, is it clear to you? What is the 8-way symmetry portion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I move on to the next part, so what did I say? I said that one is the polynomial equation, that is x square plus y square is equal to r square. Fine. This equation is used to find out the y coordinates for any given x coordinates. Achha. So suppose I have the circle with me. I have the equation. What does this circle will do? This circle will generate 1/8 portion. That is, this is the 0 degree. From 0 degree to 45 degree. 1/2 of 90 degrees 45. So this portion, all the plots, it will generate. Fine. And the remaining will be generated by reflection or by 8-way symmetry concept of the circle. So how will I consider? Suppose this is the point P, okay? And this point P xy means what? If I drop a perpendicular from this line, this intercept gives me the value of y. And if I drop a perpendicular, And if I drop a perpendicular from this point, this section gives me the intercept value of x, and considering that I have the center at 0, 0. Fine. So this is the way how we calculate the values of P. So for 0 to 45 degree, for one quadrant, it will give me the value. And for all the rest of the coordinates will be calculated automatically using the concept of reflection. Okay. Now, if I go on seeing the trigonometric equation of a circle, what does happen? Same circle is there. Same circle is there. Okay. 1 minute. So suppose this is the basic thing. We say that x equal to r cos theta. We say y equal to r sin theta. And theta, what does we say? The current angle. How do we find out this, right? So suppose I have a point P. This is my x and y. How do I find the r cos theta and the y sin theta? So this is the radius. This is my r. If I drop a perpendicular, this is my x. If I drop a perpendicular, this is my y, right? And the angle with the center that my point P on my circle radius makes, that is the theta angle, right? The angle with the point P that my circle will make with the center, that is the theta angle. Now, if you have a theta angle, if you have the hypotenuse, you know the perpendicular, you know the base, we can find out using the concept of tan theta, right? Tan theta is what? Perpendicular by base, right?
Base.
So using that concept, if you put that in that concept, it gives you the value of x to be r cos theta and the value of y to be r sin theta. This is our r cos theta and this is our r sin theta. Okay. So this is the concept of our trigonometrical circle equation. So remember something, only one octant, that is out of the 8 portions, only one octant of the circle will be generated. That is from 0 to 45 degree. The first octant I will generate using the concept of circle drawing algorithm, and the other parts it will be obtained by the successive reflections. Fine. So I do not need to calculate for all the 8 octants. No, I will calculate only from first octant, 0 to 45. Now, whenever I will be just writing the algorithms and explaining it now using one example, whenever I will write this algorithm, here also you will see one value P, that is the decision parameter value. Again, the same concept, how this P is deciphered, pages after pages, derivations are there. You can refer to any book, any article, any tutorial, anything in the internet, and you can study on your own. Just by abbreviating, by just substituting step by step, the decision parameter value is taken to be a certain formula, P equal to 1 minus R. Okay. So skipping the part, I will just start from explaining the algorithm. So first algorithm I will start is midpoint circle drawing algorithm. Just a minute, okay? Okay. So first I will just quickly write down the algorithm. I'm just muting myself, okay? This do loop will continue while x is lesser than y. This is the base condition. Okay. And just one line, last step is determine the symmetry points in the other 7. Fine. So this is my algorithm. What is the algorithm? It says that given any input radius to you and any center given to you as x, y, center coordinate for x and y, you obtain the first point on the circumference of the circle such that your initial point will be x equal to 0 and y will be equal to a radius. Y is equal to r. So 0 and r, I will take the initial point and I will start doing the circle. Then the decision parameter value I will calculate. P equal to 1.25 minus r. Now this 1.25, one thing I want to remind you, in few books you will see it is written as P equal to 1 minus r. Few books it is written as 1.25 minus r. Both are correct because it has been proved that this 0.25 precision hardly makes any difference in the running of this algorithm and finding out the values of this algorithm. So in most of the books, in order to do integer values, integer arithmetics, so that it becomes easier, the formula instead of this is used as 1 minus r. We will be using this only, 1 minus r. Okay. Now, there is a do while loop whose base condition or stopping condition is that this do while loop will continue till the value of x is lesser than the value of y. Inside this loop, two condition is there. I will check whether the value of p is lesser than 0 or other than lesser than 0, that is greater or equal to 0. If it is lesser than 0, my x will be incremented by 1, my y will remain as it is, and my value of p will be updated. And if it is anything other than lesser than 0, my x will be incremented by 1, my y will be decremented by 1, and my value of p will be updated. Now this step 3 loop, I will go on doing till this condition is satisfying. The moment this condition is not satisfied, I will come out of the loop, and as a result, I will have all the points which are suitable or plotted for the first quadrant, that is my 0 to 45 degree quadrant. And the rest of the symmetry points I will use follow the 7 octants. While doing it in program, this algorithm is run, and then you do what? The values of x and y you have, you use the formula put pixel, and you do what? You just do this thing. One time you write, you are starting from here xy, then you do put pixel yx, then you do put pixel minus yx, then you do put pixel minus xy, then you do put pixel minus x minus y. So 7 different equations or functions of put pixel line you give. You write this algorithm, then you give 7 different lines or functions for this put pixel, giving the value of x and y typically for this quadrant. So first I will write minus y, then I will write x. So then it will imply that this is this quadrant. If I write x minus y, then it will define that this is this quadrant. Either we need to follow this symmetry or we need to follow from here. So if you start writing from xy, you can say x minus y, y minus x like this. Or if you start from here, then you need to say yx minus yx, xy. So this is the way we do it in programming. When the programming class I will just implement these algorithms in programming also, not worry. So this is the way how we find out the 7 symmetry. Now, suppose let's do a small sum. Okay. So let's do a small sum. So it is said that using the midpoint circle drawing algorithm, plot a circle whose radius is 10 units. So you have the value of r, which is 10 units. Fine. So according to this algorithm, anyone tell me what will be the value of my x and y? First.
X is 0, y is 10.
Right, very nice. So first is x is 0, y is 10. I have got the first point from where I will start. The value next for statement is calculate the decision parameter. So 1 minus r. What will be the value of the decision parameter?
Minus 9.
Minus 9. Perfect. Then a do while loop. In the do while loop, first it says plot. So the first thing which I will do is plot what? 10 and 0 and 10. This is the first point. Then it says, if your p is lesser than 0, do this thing, else do this thing. So my p is lesser than 0, minus 9. So I will increment x by 1, y will remain as it is, p will be updated. So what will be the new value of x, y and p?
110 minus 6.
Perfect. Very nice. So the new value of x is 1, 10, 8, minus 6. Those who at least did not say the answer, did you understood how he found out? He put the value of minus 9 over here. He put the value of x, what he got over here. Just the x value you will get in this step, apply it in this step only. Okay, always updated value, not from where you have started. Okay, so this is by putting this, he got this -6. Now I will go on to the while part. While
Ma'am.
x, बोलो.
मैम मेरा नेटवर्क थोड़ा स्लो हो गया था मैम, वो जो आप एक्सप्लेन किए ना अभी न्यूमेरिकल वाला, स्टार्टिंग से थोड़ा बता दीजिए।
मीठा, अभी एक बार हम खत्म कर लेते हैं पहले इसे, बीच में से
Okay.
पकड़ पाओगे क्योंकि फ्लो ना खत्म हो जाएगा, मेरा 4-5 मिनट ही बाकी है, खत्म नहीं कर पाएंगे फिर। तुम रिकॉर्डेड
Okay.
देखना, इस जगह से 33 मिनट से स्टार्ट हुआ था, पता चल जाएगा, उस पे बफरिंग नहीं रहता। ठीक है, अच्छा। तो अभी मेरा x का क्या वैल्यू है 1, y का क्या वैल्यू है 10। सो व्हाइल x लेसर देन y, इज इट सेटिस्फाइंग माय कंडीशन?
Yes, ma'am.
यस, सो सेटिस्फाई कंडीशन मतलब फिर से घूम के इस जगह पे आएगा, लूप के भीतर घुसेगा। फिर से जब घूम के आएगा, पहला काम क्या है, x एंड y को प्लॉट कर देना है। सो दिस इज द वैल्यू ऑफ x एंड y अपडेटेड, सो आई विल प्लॉट 1 and 10. Fine. Again, the value of p is -6. -6 is lesser than 0. So what will be the new value of x, y, and p? Tell me.
X is 2, Y is 10, and P is -1.
2, 10, -1.
Right. So 2, 10, and -1. ये रहेगा, right? तो ये जब रहेगा, तो अभी नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगा मेरा? 2 is lesser than 10. Yes. If it is yes, तो फिर से जाएंगे, प्लॉट करेंगे। कौन सा प्लॉट करेंगे? 2 and 10 को। फाइन, I will check what is my decision parameter. Yes, it is less than 0. So what will be the next updated values of x, y, and p?
3, 10, 6.
3, 10, 4.
Perfect. 3, 10.
10, 4.
No. 6
3,
is
10,
right.
6.
6,
3,
right?
10, 6.
6 is the right answer. Fine. So it's done. Again, I am checking. 3, is it lesser than 10? Yes, it is lesser. Again, I am going back to the front of the do and I am plotting 3 and 10. Now I will check the value of my p. Is it lesser than 0 or greater than 0? It's greater than 0. So if it is greater than 0, x will be incremented by 1. 1 minute. Y will be decremented by 1 and p will be updated again. So what will be the new value of x, y, and p?
4, 9, 8.
8 से ही नहीं बोले, p का वैल्यू अपडेटेड
-3.
-3.
Right.
Yes,
4,
ma'am. 4, 9.
4, 9 -3. 4 is lesser than 9. True. Again I will return back. Right? Return back.
मैम इसके पहले वाला P तो 4 होगा ना?
नहीं, 6 होगा। Again I will return back. Return back करके हम 4 and 9 को प्लॉट कर देंगे। Fine. Next, again -3. -3 is lesser than 0. That means x, y और p का वैल्यू क्या होगा अभी?
5, 9, 8.
5, 9, 8. Fine. 5 is lesser than 9. True. I will plot 5 and 9. Then p is 8. Right? So what will be the updated value of x, y, and p?
Six, 8, 7.
Perfect. 6, 8, 5. 6 is lesser than 8. True. Again, I will go back. I will just plot 6 and 8. Again, I will check what is the decision parameter 5. So what will be the new value of x and y and p?
Seven.
And 6. Okay. Now I will check. 7 lesser than 7. Is it true? No. Once it is not true, then I will come out of my step 3, and as a result, I have all the points which are required for drawing the small circumference, that is this portion. For drawing this portion, the points which are required, all the points I have. So I am able to draw this much portion of my circle. And just below this step, if I write those steps, put pixel xy, put pixel minus xy, put pixel y minus x. If I write the 7 statements one by one, same logic, just like this, you will see they will fill up and a circle will be given to you. Okay. So this was all about how to draw a circle or how to apply the midpoint circle drawing algorithm. Quickly, the candidates who have not written in the chat box their names, quickly write your name for the attendance. So I hope it is clear to you. If it is not clear to you, you can ask me. जो बोल रहा था वो समझ में नहीं आया, समझ में आया उसको? पकड़ पाया? अगर नहीं पकड़ पाया तो एटलीस्ट 32 मिनट्स के सेक्शन से एक बार देखना, ये वीडियो समझ में आ जाएगा.
मैम समझ में आ गया उसके
आ गया तो बस इजी रहता है. लाइन ड्राइंग एक बार पैटर्न समझ में आ जाता है तो मिड पॉइंट सर्कल इजी रहता है. ठीक है, फटाफट लिख दो. कोई 4-5 कैंडिडेट है अभी भी जो नाम नहीं लिखे हो, फटाफट लिख दो, बंद हो जाएगा. So people who are giving their attendance, they may leave the class. If you have anyone to ask any question to ask for, you may stay and ask.